taken out of context.
Taken out of context.
Taking things out of context. Out of context.
Taken out of context.
Taken out of context.
In the context.
We have more context. Out of context. Out of context.
That is so out of context.
And take shit out of context. Out of context.
Out of context.
You're taking it out of context.
No, we're gonna that. One of my saying, don't take into context.
Taking out of context.
It was out of context.
It's hard for your words to be taken out of context.
The full context?
In a modern day context.
It's only the context.
Another important reminder as to why context is so important. So,
Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
straight out of
Context. I'm Barbara Ann. Fair use disclaimer. First Amendment free speech disclaimer.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I love you all. I hope you all had a fantastic holiday. I just want to say I am deeply humbled. I am deeply grateful. I am deeply appreciative every single day for every single one of you. I have been on Facebook for almost 20 years. For over 16, I've been on Instagram. For almost 8 here on TikTok. And over 4 on YouTube. Oh, and for the people that keep talking about Gypsyroseblanchard's baby and the baby photos that have been exposed, Christy did that months ago. This is not the first time the baby's face has actually been shown. Gypsy herself has shown her face when she was going live every Monday for season 2 of her show, Life After Lockup, on Lifetime. A lot of the photos that are going around are actually AI generated and are not her baby or her brother's baby. It is an AI generated face. One of the photos really is her. Another one is a very old one from months ago. But those have already circulated. But am I going to share them? Absolutely not, even though other content creators already have. Why? Because I am a mother myself. And I have 5 of the most gorgeous, most intelligent, most amazing children that I gave birth to each and every single one of. But unlike Gypsyroseblanchard, a lot of good, decent human beings don't use their children for clout, for attention, for clicks and views on the internet. And that baby is an innocent baby, and she doesn't have any control of the circumstances that she was born into. And it's going to be hard enough for her to be born to Gypsyroseblanchard. And it doesn't matter if Gypsy's behind it, or if Dreamer is behind it, or if anybody else is behind it, because I highly doubt Dreamer would do something like that. As crazy as that old woman is, I don't see her doing something like that to Gypsy, either online or behind her back. But it also begs the question, why is Gypsy sharing that photo with her very few friends and stans if she doesn't want it to get out? Or why does she let her evil stepmother, Christy Blanchard, babysit the baby, knowing that she's going to take photos of it? Because that's exactly what she did over 6 months ago. But for 2023, all of 2024, all of 2025, if you do not know how Gypsyroseblanchard operates, then you must be very new here. Because she does this kind of shit purposely, over and over and over and over again. And it has been very well documented for years. Because you know what they say, if you don't document it, it didn't happen. She has always got to make herself the victim. She is going to blame everybody else for doxing her baby's face, knowing good, damn and well, we have over 7 different clips of her saying she wasn't going to put the baby in front of a camera, that she was not going to record the baby at all unless it was for private home movies, that she was not going to put her child in the media. She's even said before on live panels with Ken, without Ken, that she wasn't going to show pictures of the baby. And then she changes it to, I'm not going to show pictures of the baby until after she's born, trying to justify why she was showing 4D and 8K ultrasound photos of the baby. She's even said on a live panel that she blames Lifetime for trying to record the baby, but strategically not show her face. But she has. She actually doxed her baby's face at not even 8 weeks old when she shows everybody a VTech monitor and the baby's face is clear as day right on it. She also shows her during season 2 of Life After Lockup when she was going live every single Monday so we can watch her, watch herself, watching herself on her own TV show. Yeah, because who in the hell wants to see that? Oh, that's right, because the 2 times she did that out of all of the episodes in season 2 where the baby was not present, wasn't in a bouncer or a crib or some kind of swing or something nearby on that live, she was getting, and I've already done the math on this, and I've already done this multiple times, over 900% more views. She was getting anywhere from 200 to 250 people in the live. And if Baby Aurora can be heard or seen, or she's talking to her, or she's making it very known that the baby's right there, or she's cradling her next to her stepmom, or she's holding her next to Ken on another episode that's airing, she was getting anywhere from maybe 1,700 all the way past 3,200 people in the live panels. And that is an over 900% increase in viewership if Baby Aurora is there or nearby. But everybody's talking about this engagement. Okay, back on June 29th of 2025, after she gets off parole, after she has that whole fiasco with getting drunk and all of it, the moving billboard, that whole weekend, she went out to a very nice dinner with Ken and a very, very, very few friends. And I mean, not even 3. I did a video about this then, but her and Ken have allegedly been engaged since that night. She allegedly didn't have a ring at that time, but engaged, they've had it planned. And I don't know if they're going to Alaska next year because they plan on getting married at that point in time, if Ken ever marries her. But that's not new. It's almost December of 2025. It's been nearly 5 months, over 5 months now, that her and Ken have already been together, officially engaged, according to themselves. She has never addressed this publicly. He has never addressed this publicly, but that's what has been said. And that was around the same exact time that her stepmother was also leaking photos of Baby Aurora. And with the people that has seen them or has gotten them, do you know what a lot of us haven't done? We haven't taken them or clipped them or asked for them uncensored from somebody else and went on to share them. Why? Because Gypsyroseblanchard might be a self-proclaimed piece of shit, but not everybody else is. And that has always been the difference between a sociopath like her and other people. Because I wouldn't do that to her own baby. She might do it to her own baby, but I wouldn't. Why would you? But I also wouldn't do it to your baby. I wouldn't do it to anybody else's baby. And I would hope that you wouldn't do it to mine or anybody else's. Because all that does is it's her creating, it's her instigating, shit starting the entire false narrative and drama that I have her MO down, okay? It's been over 2 years and 2 months that I have been watching this shit play out even before she was released from prison. I know how she operates. She instigates that kind of drama on purpose. And she does a lot of it. 99.9% of it is done behind the scenes. So she can come to social media or on a live panel or to her friends and her stands or her supporters or her family or even to her own spouse and play the perpetual victim. That is what she does. When, as I've said before on a breakdown, she is showing everybody by tagging her church on Instagram, by showing everybody everything that baby wears, her size, the color of her skin, the color of her hair, everything except for a little piece of her face. You are seeing her complexion. You are seeing her size. You are seeing her clothes. She showed her whole entire closet. She showed a 365 degree of her brand new bedroom and nursery, what her crib looks like, what the window looks like. She even tagged her church that she went to church events with, which the only Walmart is right near. The Walmart that she likes to frequent alone with her baby. And like I showed you by Instagram and her tagging that church in less than 2 clicks, you not only find that on Google Maps where the church is located, but where that Walmart is located. But doxing a baby's face, absolutely not. They can do all that bullshit. But see, that's the difference with anti-gypsy content creators. We wouldn't do that shit. I know I can speak for myself, and I know I can speak for at least 3 others. Because I'm not only confident, I am certain that they wouldn't do it either. So it really doesn't matter if she puts a little heart emoji over her child's face when she's doxing 99.999% of all of the information that an offender or some kind of PDF file needs to be able to target said baby or take her likeness or her image and turn it into something AI generated, if you get what I'm saying. And I've even tried to appeal to her that if she does absolutely nothing in her life, to stop doing that. Stop putting that baby's entire wardrobe, bedroom, where she frequents with her often alone, out in the world. While we are on the topic of Gypsy Rose's baby, who's almost a year old now, I don't know who it was that put her baby's face out there for the entire world to see, doxed, unfiltered. Okay, like I said, because people have seen and photos have circulated for half of a year. All because of her stepmom. But see, that is the difference between good people and her people. They purposely put stuff like that out or leak stuff like that, and other people don't post it to the internet. But everybody keeps saying that it was Dreamer's crack corner, and I can say one thing for sure. I would never guess that Dreamer would do something like that. Everybody else, absolutely. But I haven't seen any verifiable proof that it's actually Dreamer, that it's a text message, her phone number, or her DM. Anything that verifies that it's actually her that was sending that picture privately. But whoever it was that posted that to the internet, uncensored, I don't agree with what you did, and I'm just going to leave it at that. Because that's not your baby, and you don't have any right to do that to any baby at all. And even Gypsyroseblanchard, as much as everybody might be sick of her, as much as her 15 minutes has been long done and over, all the way back in 2024, as much as people think she is not deserving, maybe she's not. But you know what? Her baby, and it's not a shield for her to hide behind. It's not a shield for her negative and bad behavior. It's not a shield for her lies to society and social media. But her baby, in and of herself, doesn't deserve that. Despite and regardless the fact that Gypsyroseblanchard has put her face on the internet already. And all 99.999% of everything else surrounding that baby, including the vehicle she's in, the kind of car seat she's in, the kind of stroller she's always in, what everything looks like when she takes her grocery shopping, the little thing that she even puts in her grocery cart is pink, and the design, everything. Even her clothes, even her diapers, even her body, even her size, even her complexion. She shows all of it. She doxes everything except for that little emoji on her face. But people that have seen her have said, yes, Christy was correct over a week ago when she was on a TikTok live panel and said that she does look like Mia. And everybody's like, I've never seen no baby pictures of Mia. There are baby pictures of Mia. Yeah, she does look like Mia because Mia has blue eyes. But here's the thing. It's because of the eye shape. Everybody says, oh, well, Gypsy and Mia have very similar eye shape. They must get it from Rod's side of the family. But that's not true because Dee Dee's sister, Dorla, has 2 grandchildren who have that same exact eye shape. And that's on Gypsy's mom's side of the family. As I'm going to show you. But yes, Baby Aurora does, as of the last couple months, look very much like her aunt Mia. And you know what? That's just how genetics work. I have a child that looks like my oldest sister's middle child. I have a child that looks like my middle sister. My middle sister has a daughter that looks like me. I have a daughter that looks like me. I have a daughter that looks just like my mom. My oldest sister has 2 kids that look like they could be twins and they're not. And then she has twins that aren't really that much alike because they're fraternal twins. Genetics can just be amazing like that. A baby can look like somebody one day and somebody else the next. It can look like one parent or the other. It can look like both parents. It can look like a great-grandparent or a grandparent or an aunt or an uncle or a half-aunt or a half-uncle. It can look like a cousin or a third cousin twice removed. It can look like a combination of people because that's just how genetics go. But in my own opinion, yes, she very much does not resemble Gypsy. She resembles Mia. But that would make sense because Mia and Gypsy share a father. So they do share genetics. Gypsy also has a genetic chromosome disorder, which affects the way that she looks aesthetically, as you can clearly tell from the moment she was born. It's kind of along the same lines as Down syndrome. People with Down syndrome very much can resemble their family members, but at the same time, all people with Down syndrome, you can tell. And that is saying it as kindly and as nicely as possible, that you can tell Gypsy has something else going on. And of course, that's her micro deletion. Does she still share traits with her family? Absolutely. That's genetics. But not everything comes from dad, because that eye shape certainly comes from her mom's side too. And so does the dark eyes as well. And the dark, thick hair. Yeah, here's 2 pictures of Mia when she was a baby. Oh, and for the people that keep talking about Gypsyroseupdate's baby and the baby photos that have been exposed, Christy did that months ago. This is not the first time the baby's face has actually been shown. Gypsy herself has shown her face when she was going live every Monday for season 2 of her show, Life After Lockup, on Lifetime. A lot of the photos that are going around are actually AI generated and are not her baby or her brother's baby. It is an AI generated face. One of the photos really is her. Another one is a very old one from months ago. But those have already circulated. But am I going to share them? Absolutely not, even though other content creators already have. Why? Because I am a mother myself. And I have 5 of the most gorgeous, most intelligent, most amazing children that I gave birth to, each and every single one of. But unlike Gypsyroseblanchard, a lot of good, decent human beings don't use their children for clout, for attention, for clicks and views on the internet. And that baby is an innocent baby, and she doesn't have any control of the circumstances that she was born into. And it's going to be hard enough for her to be born to Gypsyroseblanchard. And it doesn't matter if Gypsy's behind it, or if Dreamer is behind it, or if anybody else is behind it, because I highly doubt Dreamer would do something like that. As crazy as that old woman is, I don't see her doing something like that to Gypsy, either online or behind her back. But it also begs the question, why is Gypsy sharing that photo with her very few friends and stans if she doesn't want it to get out? Or why does she let her evil stepmother, Christy Blanchard, babysit the baby, knowing that she's going to take photos of it? Because that's exactly what she did over 6 months ago. But for 2023, all of 2024, all of 2025, if you do not know how Gypsyroseblanchard operates, then you must be very new here. Because she does this kind of shit purposely, over and over and over and over again. And it has been very well documented for years. Gypsyroseblanchard and the whole baby thing. Let me break this down for you so you all understand what is going on. First and foremost, let me make something abundantly clear. I don't know who the hell this person is, but they are reposting all of these screenshots allegedly from Dreamer. I don't know who this person is, but I don't stand by this behavior, and I don't follow people like this, and I highly suggest nobody else does either, because this is not somebody that's in the community. If you would do this, I don't give a fuck how you feel about Gypsyroseblanchard. You don't do this to an innocent minor, because that baby does have basic human rights, civil rights, constitutional rights. And just because Gypsy is a piece of shit doesn't mean that other people have to be a piece of shit. But here's the problem with what this person is doing, and hell no, I'm going to speak on it. This person absolutely has no place in the community if they are going to do this to children, and I'm going to stand 10 toes down and say with my whole chest, both of these big old biddies. This is not highly inappropriate. This is the type of behavior that Gypsyroseblanchard engages in. But the fact that this person is sharing these private DMs or text messages, whatever the hell they are, that picture that is shared is over 5.5 months old. And the reason why I know it is because it's this exact picture. Yes, I'm going to cover her face because Christy Blanchard sent 4 different photos to a content creator, and that was shared to other people, not by the content creator who she sent them to. I will say that specifically. And this is the same exact photo that this person is sharing, uncensored, of this baby's face. Let me let you know this. Content creators have had these photos for months. The same exact way content creators have had this photo of Baby Aurora at only 10 days old. That is Gypsy's hand. That is Ken holding her. That is Ken's face right up there. Content creators have been in possession of this for over 11 months. And yes, I will say up until she was about 2.5 months old, she very much looked like her grandmother Dee Dee. Except she didn't have dark brown eyes. Baby Aurora still does not have dark brown eyes. This is Dee Dee. But that changed very quick around the time she was 3 months and older. She doesn't look like Dee Dee anymore. Not as of right now, and not in my own opinion. But if you guys are going to trust somebody that hasn't been here since way before Gypsy even got out of prison, like some of us have been, or haven't been following her actions, words, choices, and behaviors since she was released on December 28th of 2023, I highly suggest you really pay attention to who you are following. Because this person did not vet who they were talking to. They didn't even corroborate. They didn't fact check. They didn't cross-verify. And then they go on to post not once, but 7 different videos claiming Baby Aurora's face. And yeah, they got 2 right, but she also posted a whole bunch of this shit. This is AI. That's AI. That one down there in the corner is AI. This is not Baby Aurora. This is not Baby Aurora's face. This is AI generated. This is AI generated. That looks nothing like her, and that is not even her eye color. This is AI generated. This is AI generated. This is AI generated. And this is AI generated. Clearly. And all of those things that I just showed you are being shared by this person. But it begs the question. They can try to blame Dreamer, but the fact is this person, from what I have seen and verified and corroborated, is the first person to start posting Baby Aurora's real face uncensored. But it begs the question, why is she sharing a photo that content creators have already had for over 5.5 months? Because I have it. Because not only is it the same exact photo, it goes with a series of 3 other photos that Christy sent. This picture is over 5 months old. Baby Aurora has scratches on her face where she accidentally scratched herself with her nails. And she has hair that had been balding from where she had been laying. That is actually natural for some babies. That is not indicative of any kind of neglect or abuse. And let me be very clear, I didn't get this from Christy, and I did not get this from the person that Christy allegedly sent it to. But this photo is over 5 months old. So it really begs the question, why the hell is this person sharing photos that are over 5 months old of Baby Aurora? But yet they don't have the other ones that were sent as well, which tells me they haven't been in on this and they haven't had them all this time. This information is new to this person, and they decided to put her baby's face uncensored on the internet. And I'm telling you, if you guys condone this shit, then don't follow me. Because I certainly don't condone what Gypsyroseblanchard did, but I certainly do not condone people posting that baby's face uncensored. Whether both pictures that are really truly Baby Aurora are old, one is from over weeks ago, and the other from over 5 months ago, it still doesn't justify this person putting it in content on social media, uncensored. While she has also simultaneously shared over 7 different images of an AI-generated baby, claiming that that is also Baby Aurora, where all of them have dark brown eyes, except for one of the AI-generated ones do not, and they don't even have a face that matches. This person doing this for clicks and views, or doing this for whatever fucking reason, I have no idea. But this is not okay. I am not condoning this, and I am not justifying this in any way, shape, or form, because there is no reason to do this. And in my own opinion, I'm just going to say it loud and clear, this person has absolutely no place in a community where they are doing this to Gypsy's baby. It is irrelevant what you think, what you feel, what you know, or what the hell you were sent. Doesn't give you the right to then take that image and post it uncensored to the internet. Point blank, period. also doesn't give you the right to even privately share it with other people. I don't care if they're going to blame Dreamer or not, but did Dreamer show me proof? Show me verifiable proof that Dreamer is the one who put that baby's face on the internet uncensored. Because I said it before and I said it again. I'll say it now. I have not seen any such proof that Dreamer would do that. Because I don't believe, as crazy as that old little witch is, I don't believe that she would do that to Gypsy. I don't believe that she would do that to Aurora. I would believe that Bree would do that before Dreamer would. Because Bree is also the same person who's told in front of a whole entire live panel back in early of 2024, for those of you who are new here and haven't been here for years, telling Gypsy to lie to her PO. So they can blame this on whoever they want to. But if you guys are going to follow this damn account, shame on you then. Shame on you, because your interest in seeing what that baby really looks like matters more to you than doing the right thing, being a good, decent human being, and having fucking morals, values, and integrity. And if you are that kind of person, unfollow me and block me, because I don't want no part of it. But for the people who are curious, I have been telling you for over 11 months that yes, that baby does very much look like her Aunt Mia. This is a baby photo of Mia. This is a photo of Mia. And yes, baby Aurora does look like Mia a lot. She's got the eye shape, she's got the eye color, she's got the little button nose, the chubby cheeks, the fat round face. But that is normal for babies of that age, and that is just how genetics work. She can look like Mia up until she's 5 and then not. She could look like Gypsy until she's 2 and then not. She might resemble Ken more one day or Gypsy more one day. But from my own opinion, she looks more like Mia, and it's not just the blue eyes, it's the eye shape. But that eye shape is not indicative of Rod's side of the family, because that eye shape also comes from her mother's side of the family. Gypsy has second cousins that have that same eye shape. And no, none of them have the microdeletion. As you know, Dee Dee tested negative for it. But some families just have certain genetic markers and aesthetic traits that you can see. Oh, and for those of you who want to know, this also is not baby Aurora's face. This one is also AI generated by using a removal tool. But it still generates a photo that it thinks should be in that place. This is not really her face. So it's just my good opinion that whoever the hell this person is, the fact that she thinks that it's okay to do this, and not only do it, she was warned multiple times over 6.5 videos that this is AI generated or not to show this baby. She continuously does it and then tries to make excuses for it. Well, I don't care. Fuck this person. Because I know for a fact people in my community are better than this.
I was blocked, but here's the username and the time.
Like I said, this is one of 4 pictures that Christy leaked, and this is 5 months ago. Do you see how that says July 9th? Yeah, she leaked 4 photographs of baby Aurora. That picture is 5 months old. It is not a new photo. That is not what she looks like now at almost a year old. As I've already told you, content creators have had this, but we're not a piece of shit like Gypsy Rose, and we don't dox people's babies' faces. I mean, we've had this picture of baby Aurora at only 10 days old. See Ken's arm, see Ken's face, Gypsy's hand? Yeah. And we've had this for almost 11 months and still have never put her face out there. Why? Because Gypsy Rose might be a piece of shit, but I know I can speak for myself when I say I'm not. Let me make this abundantly clear to everybody that is listening in the Gypsyroseblanchard community, that is in the truth movement, true crime community, to everybody who is in the anti-crime advocacy community. It is beyond time that you expeditiously remove these fake wannabe content creators who do nothing but the same exact behavior that Gypsyroseblanchard and her friends engage in every day. And I mean this with the utmost urgency and sincerity. Anybody, and I am repeating myself, anybody who is doxing her baby's face uncensored needs to be expeditiously removed from this community, because real content creators do not work day in and day out for years, creating over 1,500 videos, over 4,000 on 2 different platforms, for somebody else to come in here and try and pretend like they are all high and noble, holier than thou, all self-righteous, and they go on to dox Gypsy's baby's face. And not only do they dox her baby's face, they take a photo that was leaked to content creators by Gypsy Blanchard over 5 months ago, an old photo, and dox it. I don't care who sent you what, where, when, why, or how. It doesn't excuse the behavior of doing it. Just exactly like she says that her mother abused her and that people need to stop invalidating her abuse. Well, my whole point is validate to me or anybody else that abuse even occurred before you slander, libel, and defame somebody dead or alive. Just because somebody sent you something does not mean that you are in the right to put it on the internet. The same exact way that Gypsyroseblanchard claims that she was abused by her mom doesn't give her the right to then take her mother's life, especially when there was no imminent and immediate threat to her life. Therefore, it does not constitute legally or by definition as self-defense, when what she did was first-degree premeditated homicide. The same thing applies here. Just because somebody sends you a photo of said baby's face from over 5 months ago, that was before July 9th of 2025, does not give you the right to then put it in content, not once, but over 7 times, 7 different videos. And if you are here solely to get into the creator rewards program, to get enough followers, or for ad revenue, for live gifts, for super chats, super stickers, then you don't belong here and you never have. This photo of Gypsy Rose's baby was leaked by Gypsy Blanchard with 3 other photos on July 9th of 2025. This said creator that it was sent to is not where I got it from. That person didn't share it with just one person. They shared it with others because they then shared it with other trusted content creators. But you know what you didn't see, and you know what you don't see? You don't see anybody in possession of these for the last 5 months sharing them. Not privately, not for content. And that is my whole point. That is the principle behind what I am saying. The people that are showing her face don't have any values or morals, and they're exactly like Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Mark my words. They are engaging in the same exact behavior, actions, words, and choices that are evil and despicable, like that little monster, Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Now, I'm not one to sit here and tell you who to follow, who to like, who to engage with, but I'm telling you right now, as I'm showing you unfiltered, uncensored, this is the original. This is the original leaked by Gypsy Blanchard to a content creator. Said content creator, I don't know who that is. All I know is that it was shared with other people, and it was shared with other people. But Gypsy Blanchard, mark my words, shared this with anti-Gypsy content creators. That is a fact. The same exact way that Gypsy Blanchard leaked an entire video of her and Gypsy calling the cops, going to Ryan Anderson's apartment to retrieve bins full of pictures because Melissa G. Moore in Lifetime told her that you have to have those pictures for your documentaries and for your show. Those are the moneymaker, because those can make it be painted as this abuse story. All the pictures of her sitting in a wheelchair. Yes, Gypsy Blanchard leaked that to an anti-Gypsy content creator. And why did she do that? Well, she did that because she wanted to disprove Ryan when he said that he hasn't seen or talked to Gypsy since she just suddenly left him, because that wasn't true. So this comes back to only one thing. It comes back to Gypsy. She's the one that made the choice to send this to somebody. And whoever that somebody is shared it to multiple other people, which shared it to other multiple people. But you know what you haven't seen? The multiple people that have had this have not shared it. Not privately, not publicly, not for content. Do you see this photograph? Baby Aurora, she's almost a year old. This photograph is 11 months old. Content creators have had photos of Baby Aurora and still never showed her uncensored. Never shared it with other people uncensored. Never even shared it with other anti-Gypsy content creators uncensored. Yet some content creators have showed it and have blurred it out. That is censoring her face, not doxing her face. This are all real pictures, but they are censored. This is AI generated. This is AI generated. Mark my words. Confirmed. This is AI generated. It's based off of a real photograph, yes, but these are AI generated. This is 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 AI generated. And how do I know? Because I have seen real photographs of Baby Aurora. Not only has she doxed her own baby's face, but Christy also shared with content creators this. Oh, but she's not going to let her have an iPad or a tablet or a phone or anything until 16, right? You also see an entire side profile here. This is what I can confirm to you. These are all real photographs of Baby Aurora. But people that are sharing this photograph right here, where you see she's got shorter hair, that photograph is over 5 months old, and I just showed you the date and the timestamps on said photograph. This is from when she was only 10 days old. These are pictures that Christy has leaked of her, but you see this photograph here and this photograph? These were actually taken months apart from each other. She is not the same age in these photographs. This one here and the one at the top right corner were taken at the same time. She was babysitting her. She was babysitting her in this one and this one. This one here, Gypsy and Ken. And that one all the way over there, you can see Parker in the background. So what is my entire point? My entire point is beware. Just like I warned you guys with Ivory Rose Grows Wild, aka Ivory Rose Grows Louder. I told you guys, she came out of nowhere. She started inserting herself into this really weird drama that didn't exist. And I ended up being correct. I told you guys, anybody that is doxing her baby's face has no integrity, no values, no morals, and they are expeditiously not a part of this community. Not on TikTok, not on YouTube, and certainly not in regards to fact and truth. She may be a felon, but you are a POS if you are putting her baby's face uncensored on the internet. Also, let me make myself abundantly clear, crystal clear to you. I don't care if you are friends with, if you are associated with, if you are related to, or however you are in the sphere of Gypsyroseblanchard. I don't care if you do not like my Michigander northern accent and the way that I pronounce expeditiously instead of expeditiously. You can take your baby doxing and shove it all the way where the sun don't shine. Because anybody that supports that garbage is just like her. So you can take your micro-analyzing, your nitty-gritty, your nitpicking, and your fucking semantics. And you can fuck off. Because if you support doxing somebody's baby's face who has never been publicly at all in the mainstream media, on social media, or put on anything by her own parents, and you support other people doing that, I don't want to know you anyway. So I give no fucks how you feel a certain word should be pronounced. I'm going to say expeditiously the same exact way I always say it.
Oh, you heard that correct. Somebody actually had the nerve to come to my channel and my content and tell me that I'm saying expeditiously incorrectly, and that it's expeditiously. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato. For those of you who are not familiar with Michigan or a Midwestern Northern accent, yeah, we tend to exaggerate our D's and our A's a lot. I pronounce it expeditiously instead of expeditiously. I don't care if anybody wants to get into the semantics or technicalities or microanalyze. Nobody and nothing is going to distract or deflect. This user on TikTok, Mandy Islands, and I do not know this person that is behind this account, is the person who in over 7 different videos has put out photos of Gypsy Rose's baby. She has not censored it. And other people that hate Gypsyroseblanchard, I mean absolutely despise and loathe her and call themselves anti-Gypsy content creators, are not only posting the same exact thing, they are sharing her baby's face uncensored. Even though with her first video, she has been warned by many people that have been here for years to not only please take them down, but to stop posting Gypsy's baby. And she continuously made 6 more videos doing the same exact thing. And she even goes as far as defending and being proud of herself for what she did. Now, whoever this person is has other people sharing what she shared. But the problem, the one photo that she is sharing is over 5 months old. And not only that, she does not show any proof whatsoever, verifying or corroborating that that was really Dreamer, Gypsy and Bree's friend, who sent her that photo. But why would she send her a photo that is over 5 months old? And I'm going to break it down so you can understand. Back in June of 2025, Christy Blanchard was watching Gypsy's baby, Aurora, a few different times, and she took photos of her. In the very beginning of July of 2025, Christy Blanchard shared those with a content creator. I don't know who the content creator is that originally got them. All I know, at the time, I was given them by somebody who was not even a content creator and wanted to remain anonymous. It was somebody that wasn't even in the Gypsy or anti-Gypsy community at all. And one of these pictures that this woman is sharing is one of the same exact pictures that Christy leaked over 5 months ago. All I can say for certain is that the person that Christy leaked them to may or may not have given them to other people, but I myself did not receive them from the person who got them directly from Christy or anybody that they may or may not have given them to. But I can say confirmed for a fact that the person who ended up circulating them to me is not in the anti-Gypsy or the pro-Gypsy content creation community in any way whatsoever. And the person that I got them from, I can confirm, is not known by anybody. They do not make content and they do not have a channel. So I can confirm for a fact that yes, they were circulating, because if I myself got them from somebody, then I know they were circulating. But Bree has also done many live panels over on TikTok, yelling and screaming, and those clips have been shared multiple times about those photos. And like I said, I don't associate with the Blanchards. I don't associate with the people that they have leaked these to. And I don't associate with Gypsy or Bree or anybody else that's in their sphere. So I cannot confirm 100% who Christy leaked these to. But I can confirm that these photos here are photos of baby Aurora. And there are 3 other photos that she has given to Ryan Anderson. Yeah, and I'm not exaggerating. She sent him at least 3 photos that we can confirm of baby Aurora. And just to let you know, she was sending him photos over a 6-month period. Now, of course, he doesn't show the baby's face, but he does show them to Lifetime producers and cameramen who do blur out her face. Again, which is censoring the baby's face. That's not doxing her face. But I think that Gypsy has been going to Walmart an awful lot lately because she's gotten comments from people asking her, Things like, hey, I just seen you at Walmart with the baby, but I didn't want to bother you and respect your privacy. And yet, none of those people who have captured her in the wild have actually taken a photo of the baby and put it out, even though Baby Aurora was with her or was with her and Ken. She even has been tagging her church that she has been attending services and functions with. And all of those people that attend also didn't take a picture of Baby Aurora sitting upright in her stroller and put those pictures on the internet and dox the baby's face. I have thought since the moment she has given birth to this baby that the only reason why she has been withholding pictures of her actual face is because she is trying to hold on to any little bit of control that she has. She is controlling, and that is a fact. But the same way in October of 2024, I was warning people about the Nicholas Godejohn rally and the person behind it, not Naomi or Fancy. It was usurped by a woman named Cajun Navy Jen, who turns out is not even an executive director with the United Cajun Navy, because I am the one who contacted them and found that out. And this is a woman who had the audacity to go on Fox News and literally say that she was the executive director with the United Cajun Navy, and she never was. This woman came out of nowhere and was collecting thousands and thousands of dollars in the name of anti-Gypsy billboards and an entire rally for Nicholas Godejohn, which was never set to happen. Of course, other people found a whole bunch of other things, but like I said, you have to beware of scammers. And you guys know me, you know that there's a whole lot of petty shit that I can overlook. I believe in redemption and I believe in forgiveness, but still lying and trying to use people, using viral topics or celebrities that are in mainstream media to get yourself attention, so therefore you can try to get money out of people. That's not just some petty crime or something dumb in somebody's past. That is somebody still making the deliberate and the very proactive choice to participate in still harming other people, especially financially. And that is the one time I am going to say to everybody to be careful. But this is another instance. I do not know who Mandy Islands is over on TikTok, but she had no right, and she has had lots of warning from hundreds of people to please stop and to take these down. These photos here are real photos of Baby Aurora that have been leaked, but it's not the only one. This photo of Baby Aurora at only 10 days old was leaked to content creators. And yet the people that have covered this before still never doxed her whole face. They censored it. But this can be blamed on Christy all day long. But really, it comes down to Gypsy, because there's no way that this photograph here got out over 11 months ago unless she wanted it to. And yes, in my own opinion, when she was very young, up until about 2.5 months old, she did look like Dee Dee, but she doesn't have dark brown eyes. She looked more like Mia. This is a baby photo of Mia. So is this. But we also have two others, like this one and then this one. But Gypsy's baby also does look like Ken, but that's just how genetics work. Gypsy and Mia do have very similar eye shapes and very similar noses. It would explain why they both ended up having a rhinoplasty done. However, I think that Gypsy has been going out to Walmart in particular a lot more often lately because she's not only been recognized, I think she wants somebody to capture a photo of Baby Aurora and put it out. So she has an excuse to keep posting stuff like this and family vlogging. So that way she can actually say, oh, well, you guys already did it for me, so I should be allowed to do it. And we can tell that all of these are really photos of her because these come from Gypsy's own account. Side note really quick, this right here, everybody keeps talking about because in the captions, she tags Stephanie Cookie Lady. Some people have mistaken that for the Cookie Lady that Rod was cheating on his wife Christy with while Gypsy was incarcerated from June 15th, 2015 all the way to December 28th of 2023. But this, I can confirm, is not the lady that Rod was cheating with. This is the lady that gave Gypsy the cookies for her baby shower with 4D ultrasound photos of Baby Aurora printed on them. But she gave them to her for free. And in one of her episodes, she stops by her house and she picks them up. She also cries because she's an abuse survivor as well. And she is more than happy to give Gypsy the cookies. Her TikTok is set on private, but I can see from the profile picture that that is the same woman. So Stephanie, Cookie Lady, is a cookie lady, but she's not Rod's cookie lady. So let's get into these other photos that Mandy Islands was sharing. These are all AI generated. This is AI generated. This one is AI generated. And each one of these are all AI generated. These are not really Gypsy's baby. Of course, I shouldn't have to tell anybody that because it should be kind of obvious to everybody that these are not her baby and that these are just something AI had filled in where the emoji was placed on the original photo. And right before I showed these, I showed the pictures that Gypsy really did post, and people are taking them and running them through AI generation with specific prompts of giving the baby a face and removing the emoji over it. But what I can say for certain is that that is not Aurora's face. As real as one may think it is, it's not. But Gypsy also doxed her own baby's face on the VTech monitor in her own content when she was posting on TikTok and YouTube. And remember, she had 2 different YouTube channels. Gypsy Rose Media, where in July of 2024, she announces in her first video on her first YouTube that she's pregnant. And she also had a family vlogging YouTube channel in 2025, which she has now stopped posting to. But not before she showed us this, that she has not just 1, but 2 different electronic device misters on the edge of Baby Aurora's crib while she's in it. And she was so young at this point that she was still being very swaddled, not even 4 months old yet. But this is also coming from Gypsy, who has said absolutely nothing at all about all of these people putting out real and a whole lot of fake pictures of her baby's face. Instead, she's more worried about letting you know that her cameos are 20% off for Black Friday. That is what she's more concerned about. Oh, and shopping for Black Friday, because Gypsy also posted this. Once again, telling everybody exactly where she's going to be. And I do not believe in coincidences, so I do believe that she is doing this intentionally and that she wants somebody to dox her baby's face. But of all of the craziness and all of the manipulation that Gypsyroseblanchard has engaged in, I am going to fundamentally stand up for my values, my beliefs, and my morals, that gives nobody else the right to put her baby's photograph out there. Both the 2 real ones and a whole lot of fake ones with all of the AI generated photos turned into a quick TikTok video. I think it's really sad and I think it's tragic that anti-Gypsy content creators care more about her baby than even she does. And I really don't care where people stand. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And Mandy Islands had no right to continuously put out Gypsy's baby uncensored. And I am going to continuously stand by that. That is not somebody who has any place in any community when they are behaving that way, because that's no different than the money quick cash grabs that Gypsyroseblanchard tries all of the time with her drama, with her content, with her joining other people's live panels, and with all of the things that she has said, all of the choices she has made, all of the behaviors. I am still going to stand by my firm beliefs. I don't know Mandy Islands, but I also owe this person no loyalty, and I don't owe them any kind of ass-kissery or placating them. Whoever is really behind that account and everybody else who is taking her videos and her content and making it into new content or resharing it, all while uncensoring Baby Aurora's face. It is my opinion that they are just as bad as Gypsyroseblanchard with her drama, with her hurting Ryan, with her doxing Ryan's medication, and his brother, who is a vet, his medication. It is absolutely no different, that kind of behavior. And I will not tolerate it. I will block and I will move on and I will warn other people, because she had hundreds of people that are anti-Gypsy content creators or cannot stand Gypsy. Tell her in the comments to please take it down. And not only did she not, and not apologize and not recognize what she was doing. She went on to make 6 more videos doing the same exact thing and then trying to justify it. To me, there is no justification for that. And it doesn't matter if you scroll through somebody's Facebook and you find pictures of their kids uncensored from 15 years ago or 11 years ago. It doesn't give anybody the right to take them and then republish them uncensored. And fortunately, Gypsyroseblanchard has never put her baby and her full face, her full actual image and likeness in mainstream media or on social media herself. As despicable and as evil and as rotten as Gypsyroseblanchard is, that has solely been for nothing more than control. Controlling her fans, controlling her subscribers, controlling her followers, and controlling the anti-Gypsy content creators. But I just want to let everybody know over here on YouTube, I really appreciate you understanding where I'm coming from. She can try to bait anybody into doxing her baby's face, but that doesn't mean you have to do it. And nobody, especially Gypsyroseblanchard, who is a convicted murderer, is going to bait me or manipulate me or gaslight me into doing something so mindless as doxing her baby's face. I don't care how many clicks or views or ad revenue can be made possibly from doing that. Wrong is wrong, and that is where I stand on it. I just want other people to understand. Be very careful of following and engaging with people who do that, because they're always doing it for different selfish motives, and they're always doing it for ulterior motives. The same thing happened with Adaptive Kate and Cajun Navy Jen and many other people that have come out of nowhere in 2023, 2024, 2025, trying to make money or get some kind of clout or fame for themselves off of Gypsyroseblanchard. And very few have really stood the test of time, because a lot of those people did not have anything other than their own motives or their own selfish needs, wants, and ambitions in mind. And they all fell away like dominoes. And there have even been people that didn't even know Gypsy. Ivory Rose Grows Wild wanted $30,000 for a fucking lawyer from you all over on TikTok to get an attorney to legally fight Gypsyroseblanchard. There have been other people who have used her name and making content about her to try to get a GoFundMe for whatever reason it may be. And you're not talking small amounts. You're talking $3,000, $20,000, $30,000, $7,000 for a billboard, wanting $2,000 for a rally that never happened. So when I gave everybody a fair warning, it was because my God instinct told me something is not right with this person or with this account or with this channel. And the same thing applies here. Anybody that's doxing a baby's face who has never been made public or been put in mainstream media or on social media by her own family or parents should not be getting her face doxed. I can't tell you who to like, engage with, or follow, but I would be very suspicious of that Mandy Islands and every single other account that is sharing the same photo, unfiltered, uncensored, and anybody else who is sharing or resharing, reposting those same pictures and videos of Baby Aurora's real face. So for everybody who did not understand exactly what I was saying, this photo here is over 5 months old. I show proof of that. This was leaked to content creators by Christy Blanchard back in July of 2025. This is really Baby Aurora. This is really Baby Aurora. The rest that you have seen published are not really Baby Aurora. They are really AI generated.
If you want to take that out of context, go right ahead.
Sorry that you fell in love with a piece of shit like me.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Please like and share. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button, and I will catch you all on the flip side. God bless you.